What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about the top 10 British sweets that you can't get in America. I don't know why that is, I don't know if this is any kind of secret or not. Maybe you're familiar, but Americans, we like our sweets. We like our candy. We don't mind it. We like it a lot. And as degrading to our health that may be, it is a sacrifice we are more than willing to make on a very large scale, which goes back to my original point of I don't know why we don't have more British sweets here in America. I feel like it'd be pretty good for a British business, We'd buy it if it's good. If it's a top 10 in Britain, I don't know why it wouldn't be a hit in America. Is it that weird? What kind of sweets are you eating in Britain? Are they very strange? Are they so strange that Americans wouldn't even eat them? Do we have stuff here that's so weird that British people wouldn't eat it? I'm sure most of the main candy, first of all, that's a whole other thing. That do people in Britain call them sweets instead of candy? Because I noticed the title of this video. British sweets. Because in America, we don't really say the word sweets ever, unless we're kind of making a joke, or if it's in a kid's cartoon or something. So I actually noticed that was kind of funny to me. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Let's take a look. Top 10 British sweets. Can't wait. Genuinely, I am excited for this.
And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 British sweets you can't get in America.
Okay.
That was a bit of a laugh, wasn't it?
Before we begin, we publish new
Okay.
our latest
That aren't often exported. We'll be ranking the uniquely British treats that aren't often exported to the
Right.
United States. We realise that some of these delicious treats do show up occasionally at specialty shops, but these homegrown traditions should be a challenge for most Americans to track down.
Huh. I wonder if that's because they are, companies located in Britain that just don't physically export to the US? Or if it's for another reason, that they just don't think the United States demographic would like bean and tea flavored flapjack bars. I'm sure that's on this list, by the way. Exactly that.
Can you think of any we missed? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Crunchy.
Cracker Crunchy, the champagne bar.
What?
If there's one name that's synonymous with British chocolate, it's Cadbury. No, we're not talking about the Hershey-produced stuff that's marketed as Cadbury in the States.
Yeah, because you can get Cadbury eggs. That's the only Cadbury I've heard of in the United States. The eggs. But hold on. We're getting past the part where this is a champagne candy bar. What does that mean? They were popping it. What does this mean? Hold on.
If there's one name that
Crunchy, the champagne bar.
The champagne bar. Does that mean it's flavored like champagne? Or because it has the fun popping thing? Or okay.
the real stuff. One of the better Cadbury bars has to be the Crunchy, a delicious mixture of chocolate and honeycomb that provides an addictive taste.
That Friday feeling.
Honey and what?
Honeycomb.
Honeycomb?
One of the better Cadbury bars has to be the Crunchy, a delicious mixture of chocolate and honeycomb that
Chocolate and honeycomb. Honeycomb? I'm not exactly sure what he means by that. Like a honeycomb wafer shaped thing? Certainly not. You're not sticking a wasp's nest, a bee's nest, I should say. I don't know if wasps do honey. Bee's nest. Cutting it open, taking a honeycomb out, sticking it in the candy bar. Kinda doubt that's what he means.
provides an addictive taste.
That Friday feeling. You just can't keep it in.
The Crunchy
Okay.
has also seen different variations on its recipe over the years, with citrus-flavoured varieties and even cheesecake concoctions being sold. You know,
Okay.
just because. For many, however, it's the OG Crunchy that serves as one of the best of British chocolate bars missing from American store shelves.
Ah.
Crunchy. Enjoy the shattering honeycomb.
I'm still not sure I quite understand what it tastes like. He said it had a unique taste, like a crunchy bar, that original crunchy bar taste. But I don't think he really described it very well to me. I don't know. I'd be interested to try that. Champagne? I'm still stuck on the champagne bar thing. Is that because you pop it or okay? Okay.
Number 9. Hobnobs. Now, we're not trying to say that the US doesn't enjoy eating a good biscuit now and then, but we Brits love our biscuits.
Oh.
Hobnobs are among the best out there as well.
Hobnobs. That's a funny name. Is it like a brand name of a biscuit you bake? Is this like a bready biscuit? We do eat these from time to time with white gravy for breakfast or for Thanksgiving. A biscuit.
Traditional baked delight made from delicious oats. Oh, and did we mention there's milk chocolate and orange varieties too?
Oh.
Hobnobs taste great with tea or coffee. The ultimate dunkable for that afternoon treat or evening snack.
Hold on. This picture.
Or coffee.
This. I don't know what to think about this. This makes it look kind of like a cookie, kind of hard. And what did they say it goes with?
The ultimate dunkable for that afternoon treat or evening snack.
The ultimate dunkable. Dunking into what exactly? Tea or milk or one nibble and you're nobbled. One nibble and you're nobbled. What does that mean? That sounds kind of scary. I don't know if I want to be nobbled. Oh, it's called hobnobs. Like that tells me anything. Hobnob. Does that mean something? Is that just the name of the biscuit? I have a lot of... This is creating a lot more questions than answering for me.
Some hip American stores have been known to stock hobnobs, but this seems to be the exception rather than the rule.
Yeah.
Still, we hope that more folks across the pond discover the taste power of these little biscuits.
Yeah, look at that. Hold on. Rewind. This makes it look kind of crumbly and crunchy. And I thought it was the baked biscuits we have kind of not too often in the United States are very fluffy and loose and usually part of a meal, honestly, like bread. This is like a little snack or something. Or a sweet, I should say. Sorry, sweet. Okay.
One nibble and you're hobnobbled.
Number 8.
I like all the marketing for all these. The other one had exploding things everywhere. This has the nobbled. Okay, I like it.
Of these little biscuits.
One nibble and you're hobnobbled.
Okay.
Number 8. Wham bars. We've had some chocolate and we've had some crunch. How about a little chew? Wham bars are a uniquely UK treat that focuses its flavour profile, for the most part, on that sweet, sweet citrus. Pieces
Oh.
of sherbet are enrobed in small, chewy bars with strawberry, raspberry, and even cola varieties showing up on store shelves.
This looks like Laffy Taffy or an Airhead even. Yeah, a long bar of a sweet, fruity candy thing. There's a lot of stuff that kind of falls into this category. Taffy comes to mind. Citrus flavored. Okay. I like the packaging. It's very exciting. Certainly never heard of any of this stuff, by the way, if that's not obvious.
Wham bars are definitely an acquired taste, and we can understand how the US might not be ready for the experience.
An acquired taste. I kind of... a lot of things, candies, food, even coffee stuff, is an acquired taste. It's funny how acquired tastes work, because you kind of start... Something can kind of taste a little bad or a little weird, and you kind of like it. You kind of like how it tastes a little bad when you acquire the taste.
Hopefully, that will change, because we think America is definitely missing out. Number 7, Galaxy Minstrels. There are a variety of chocolate buttons out there for the discriminating British candy consumer. Galaxy Minstrels are a cut above, however.
Galaxy Minstrels. Galaxy. Pleasure worth sharing. Wow, okay. Sharing the pleasure. Why not? What makes them Galaxy? What's a minstrel? Okay.
A tiny and portable confection that shares a lot of similarities with the classic M&M candies.
Oh, it's like an M&M. Certainly, people in Britain have M&Ms. Certainly. I am never willing to accept M&Ms aren't everywhere in the world. They're too popular, right? Right? Although we don't have Galaxy Minstrels. Although, wouldn't the Galaxy Minstrels kind of overlap with the M&M market, like he's saying? Oh boy, I don't know if I can live in a world where there's not M&Ms everywhere.
After all, Galaxy Minstrels are basically just milk chocolate coated in a hard candy shell.
Right
Okay.
away for a moment with Galaxy Minstrels.
We'd
Okay.
argue that these hit a wee bit different, however, perhaps thanks to the actual taste of the chocolate used within the minstrel. The Galaxy recipe is rich and complex, providing a more satisfying snack experience that we just love to call our own.
Think
Oh, fancy M&Ms. These are fancy M&Ms. I don't mind that at all. Like more chocolatey? More like nicer version of an M&M? I like the sound of that. I actually do. I'd be interested to compare this. Although Americans kind of like to grab a bunch of M&Ms and shove as much as humanly possible into their mouth. Whereas these seem so much like you don't get as much, and they're a little nicer, and they want you to kind of savor each one a little more. I don't know if that's quite our style. I'd give it a try, or I could shove the whole bag in my mouth. Either works.
Chocolate. Think one at a time. Think Galaxy Minstrels.
Number 6. Aero chocolate bars. Aero bars are another sweet that has made its way over to the United States, but for one reason or another, never seem to acquire the same sort of profile that they enjoy here in the UK.
Aero.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Have I seen these? I was gonna say I've never seen this ever. And I might not have. But something in me is telling me I've seen these at a grocery store, maybe. The packaging looks a little familiar. It's a tough market, just a chocolate bar. Competitive market to try to break into. I admire that, I do.
All bubble, no squeak.
Perhaps it's due to the Aero's unique mouth feel, as its bubbly texture melts down with each bite. There's also the Aero bar's rich history as a classic UK candy, having been first introduced way back in 1935.
Aero melts into pure chocolate pleasure. Have you felt the bubbles melt?
Whatever the reason,
Bubbles. Yeah, I've definitely never had this. That's for sure. I've never had it. Might have heard of it. Sounds interesting. What do they taste like, you know? What sets it apart as a chocolate bar? You know, I'm a bit of a chocolate bar connoisseur myself. So I'd be willing to try this. You know, I'll give everything its fair share. If it's candy.
we guarantee there's an Aero bar for everyone, whether you happen to be into chunky chocolate, chocolate with mint, orange flavouring, or honeycomb. This one has got you covered.
Is that a recurring theme here? It seems like a lot of the sweets tend to have a variety that is orange flavored. Is that popular in Britain? Having the orange variant? I'm somewhat familiar with that. That's not unheard of, but it just seems like it might be popular. Maybe.
Nah, I think I'll just stick with me bubbly chocolate.
Number 5. Smarties.
Oh.
The story of Smarties is similar to that of Cadbury, in that the version of the candy we have here in the UK is much different than what's sold in the United States.
Oh, yes. Yes, they are. These are not the Smarties I thought. These are not Smarties. They're not American Smarties. American Smarties look like, hold on, Smarties. See if I Google Smarties in Google, and I'm in, oh look, they showed up right here. The Smarties in the Britain. Wow, I actually didn't know if that would happen or not. Yeah, there they are again. Wow, they do exist. Anyway, here we go. This is a real Smartie. Ooh, Mega Smartie Pack. 24 pieces. Yes. Let's blow it up. This is for little tiny children. Let us know if you have any questions. Oh, that's nice. About the Smarties? Oh, not really. They look like pills. They look like medicine, tablets. They are addictive. Literally sugar forcefully packed into a pill shape and given to children to make them insane. But we love them. You really stop getting these when you grow up. It's kind of sad. You just find these in little children's goodie bags or at Halloween or... Yeah, this brings back memories. Anyway, these Smarties in Britain seem like they come in a much bigger package and seem like more of a acceptable for adults, maybe.
The Smarties recipe over there is a pleasantly chalky, fruit-flavoured candy with chocolate never coming into the picture. British
okay.
Smarties are much different. Tiny chocolate pieces with a brightly coloured candy shell.
Oh, the British version Smarties has chocolate? Oh, that makes them completely different. Completely. Because you're basically taking in a pill of pure concentrated sugar. And that's not an exaggeration. That is literally just sugar packed into a pill. Very American.
These are much different. Tiny chocolate pieces with a brightly coloured candy shell.
Okay.
This may come as a surprise to the uninitiated, as UK Smarties almost look like Skittles, only with a delicious chocolate centre. We think that a Smarties swap is in order.
Well, isn't this like M&M's? And the other, what did we have before? Oh goodness, Minstrels? Yeah, Galaxy Minstrels, was it? Now, there's been a few candies here that are kind of overlapping with the M&M's space. I don't know how I feel about that. Yes, I don't know.
Let's see how the other half lives.
Only Smarties have the answer.
Number 4. Kit Kat Chunky.
When I'm on a break and a chocolate craving hits, nothing beats a Chunky.
Fact, everyone loves Kit Kats. But did you know that these classic chocolate wafer candies are a UK original? It's true.
Oh, I didn't know that. Kit Kat Chunky. Americans are certainly familiar with Kit Kats. For some reason, Kit Kats aren't the most... You don't see them that often, and I don't know why. Because they're really unique and actually pretty addictive. Kit Kat Chunky, I have to say. I like where we're going with this.
Kit Kats are developed and distributed around the world by Nestle and Hershey, but they were originally by the York Candy Company, Roundtree. We're particularly fond of the Kit Kat Chunky, a beastly bar that, as of yet, still hasn't made strong headway into the US shores. And we...
What? It's a giant, humongous Kit Kat. It's just one, and it's giant. This should absolutely be in America. I would love this. Americans would love this. It might even help the Kit Kat sales in America, because I feel like a lot of people, between you and me, don't buy Kit Kats all that much. I have to whisper like this is some dark secret. But if it was a giant Kit Kat with fudge peeking out like this one, that would be interesting. Be new. I like it.
We can sort of see why, since these fancier Kit Kats eat more like a meal than a snack, with heavy-duty variations like caramel and peanut butter giving us the best kind of tummy ache. 2 words, worth it.
Have a big...
I love it. I think this might be one of the most promising to make the leap to the US market. I'm not kidding.
Break. Have a new Kit Kat Chunky.
Number 3, Maltesers. Okay, so we can't ignore the proverbial elephant in the room by not mentioning the fact that Maltesers were originally intended as a sort of diet chocolate snack for women that were watching their figure.
Oh. Okay.
Sexism aside, we'd argue that Maltesers are there for everyone. A malted milk chocolate ball that makes for a perfect cinema snack.
Okay, so they were originally meant as a diet chocolate? Funny concept. Diet chocolate. Yeah, sure. And then they were just so good, everyone was like, hey, this is actually just a good snack. So it's like a lighter malted milk ball chocolate thing. Okay. Americans, for some reason, don't tend to love stuff like this.
Their bite-sized shape makes it easy to snack on a couple or a couple handfuls, whilst the Malteser flavour profile is just a wee bit lighter than your average candy.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing, you know. When I have a chocolate ball stuffed into my mouth, you want to know it's there, you know? You want to taste it, you want to feel it. I'm not there to fool around and have a light chocolate, you know? Oh, I kind of taste this. No. You're going to want to know you got a disgusting, unhealthy chocolate sweet in your mouth. So I don't think this would work quite well in America. But cool concept. I get it.
But hey, we think that just makes it easier to eat more, right?
Better? Yeah, much better. Much better.
Number 2, wine gums. Some sweets on this list seem tailor-made for the export market, while others, well, let's just say we can sort of see why they haven't caught on abroad.
Some of these commercials are pretty funny, mostly because they're so weird. Wine gums. What does that mean? Is there wine in them? Do you use your gums to gum them? Is it because they're gummies? They're just kind of average little fruit chew gummy things? All right.
All in a name for the wine gums. A curious moniker for what's otherwise a kicked-up, jellyful bean. There's no actual alcohol in a wine gum, with the overall flavour profile being a variety of fruit flavours that possess a goody gumdrop taste. There are a number of different brands of wine gums, but the recipe is relatively simple. Sugar, gelatin, citric acid, and your favourite fruit flavour.
Are these popular? These are actually popular in Britain? I wonder why. They seem kind of boring to me. No offense to the wine gum lovers out there. But this seems this is just gummies. There's a million different types of these. You know? I don't know about these.
Any way you slice it, they're delicious.
Set the juice loose!
Before we name our number 1 pick, here are a few honourable mentions.
Okay.
Fruit Pastels, a childhood classic.
Our quest continues.
Rowntree's fruit pastels with real fruit flavour you can't help but chew.
Flake Bars, does what it says on the tin, tasty and flaky.
Cadbury's Flake, the crumbliest, flakiest milk chocolate in the world.
Flaky? What does flaky even mean? Like, I get I know what flake means. don't forget I said that. What does that mean in the context of a chocolate bar flaking off in your mouth as you kind of nibble on it? This has my attention because I don't quite understand.
Penguin Bars, chocolate, biscuit and cream. Yes, please.
Okay.
Pick up a new, more chocolate penguin.
Number 1, Jaffa Cakes. The United States may not be up to date on Jaffa Cakes, but we say give it time, it'll happen.
Jaffa Cakes. Is this anything like a Little Debbie snack? If some people are familiar with that, or a Twinkie, or things like that. This is the first kind of item that reminds me of a snack cake. Snack cakes, packaged snack cakes, are extraordinarily popular in the United States. So I'm actually surprised. This is the first one that reminds me of that. Jaffa Cakes. What does that mean? Like, what's the flavor? The name does not tell me too much.
Because why wouldn't you want to get down with such a perfect combination of tastes and flavours? You want sponge cake? We got your sponge cake right here. Jam, you say? Jaffa Cakes have that too. And you just gotta have chocolate, right? It's the holy trinity of snacking sweet deliciousness.
What? Chocolate, sort of biscuit, jam? This is interesting. This caught me a little off guard because I thought this was going to be more of an American snack cake because that's all I have to base this stuff on. This really threw me for a curveball. I gotta hear the ingredients again.
Sponge cake right here.
Oh, sponge cake.
Of tastes and flavours. You want sponge cake? We got your sponge cake right here. Jam, you say? Jaffa Cakes have that too. And you just gotta have chocolate, right? It's the holy trinity of snacking sweet deliciousness.
We just don't have jam on stuff. Jam is not a thing that's popular in America. People use jam. from time to time, weirdos, I might use jam. It's not in our snacks, so this is interesting.
A heavenly combo that can be enjoyed with tea, coffee, or right out of the box.
That's another attribute of some of these, is that some of the most popular sweets tend to be things that you can pair with dunking into stuff, or pair with a nice afternoon snack, something like that. Whereas there's no real culture of that kind of thing, sitting down with tea and enjoying a what's this called? Jaffa cake. There's no concept of that in the United States, so I can see why there is a difference in why these exist, but not here.
McVitie's Jaffa Cakes, deliciously self-centered.
Although orange jam flavouring is preferred, Jaffa Cakes are...
The orange again! The orange flavoring! What is that? Is it that good? It's a little random to me, I'm not gonna lie, the orange flavoring, but okay.
Deliciously self-centered.
Although orange jam flavouring is preferred, Jaffa Cakes have also been sold in other flavours as well, from strawberry and lemon and lime to blackcurrant. Yum. We think we might actually go enjoy a few right now.
I like these commercials, by the way. I'm listening to him, but I'm also watching the commercials for the first time. They're random. They're funny. They would get me to be a customer.
McVitie's Jaffa Cakes, the zesty mischief of McVitie's.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest...
Okay, that's it. That is it. The top 10 British sweets. There you go. I liked that. That was by Watch Mojo UK, by the way. I give that a like. What are the people saying about this? Thanks to Amazon, I've become a fan of several British candies. I love British Smarties and the Aero Bar. Yeah, I gotta order some of this stuff. Learning about it on the video is a lot of fun, but eating them would be even more fun. 'Cause some of these, I understand what they're saying. They can even read the ingredients to me. But you know, you can't truly experience a British sweet until you eat it. But this was perfect for at least making me aware of their existence. And they are some of them are the same as some American candies that remind me of them. But some of these are just out of right field or just out of nowhere. Just stuff that has to do more with the culture of Britain, I think, which is really fascinating. I never thought of candy and sweets as identifying with a culture. But they do. They definitely do. And that's amazing. It's cool. Anyway, if you thought this video was amazing and cool as well, feel free to give it a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Britain, the UK, things there, the culture there, stuff that I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.